Good afternoon, Flosstube. My name is Mandy. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. Today is January 2nd, 2021. Ooh, Happy New Year! Hope everyone enjoyed their holidays, however you celebrated. My New Year's was exactly what I wanted it to be. I was sitting on the couch stitching. I had decided to restart watching the original CSI on Hulu, and so I watched quite a few episodes that evening, sit on the couch stitching. And I I glanced at my phone and saw that it was 11:58. Next time I looked at the clock, it was like 2 minutes after midnight. So be it. I did exactly what I wanted to do. So I hope everyone has had a lovely stitching week. For those that watched my WIP parade, thank you so much for the support. And I also want to welcome new subscribers and new viewers. I've noticed a little bit of an uptick in my subscriber list lately, so I really appreciate you guys checking me out and sticking with me. And those returning viewers and subscribers, thank you. Appreciate you. So today I have two finishes. I have an FFO, a fully finished object. I did not stitch it. It was a Christmas gift. And then I've got some Christmas haul. And I've got a couple WIPs. So we'll go ahead and just dive right in, shall we? So this past week, well, it was Monday through Thursday. So there's a company in Chesaning, Michigan called Creative Passions. They started as a retreat place for quilters and scrapbookers. And we always go and cross stitch. So we always go, I shouldn't say always, the last few years we have gone the week between Christmas and New Year's, sometime right around there. We tend to go that week because technically she's closed. The owner closes all of the places that week, but the one gal that started us going has been going for many years, and so we're able to go that week. And so we have the place all to ourselves. So what it is she's the owner of the company has converted two churches, a Victorian house, and a former inn to be retreat centers. And I love it. It is so cool. The gal has absolutely thought of everything. You get your own like 6-foot table with a chair. There's a light. There's a wastebasket. There's I don't want to say a cutting mat, but like for scrapbookers, a plastic mat type thing that for layouts or whatever. So it's a room full of all of these tables, and then there's a stocked kitchen with like all of the tools that you would need to cook your meals. She provides a continental breakfast. There's coffee, tea, hot chocolate. There's a water cooler, ice in the fridge or freezer. You know, like she really has thought of everything. And so the place that we stayed at was the Victorian house. So this place can seat 16 people, I think. And then each place has bedding. So like you get so there's multiple rooms, so like the beds can sleep multiple people. So you get a twin bed with full linens, homemade quilts, electric blankets in the winter. She provides all of the towels and washcloths. Even the bathrooms are stocked with shampoo, shower gel, conditioner, things of that. Like you can literally go into this place, bring your own food for other meals, and you don't have to leave. And that's pretty much exactly what we ended up doing. A lot of the times we tend to go to nearby restaurants for dinner, and such of that nature. But Michigan, all of the restaurants are closed for dine-in right now because COVID. And so we took our own meals, and we did have to make a run to the local grocery store for a couple of things. But, otherwise we stayed inside for, like 3.5 days from the time we got there until we left. And so, like I said, we had the place to ourselves. So there was 4 of us there. It was me, my mom, my sister, and then my sister's mother-in-law. And so we basically sat in PJs the whole time, stitched. If we wanted to, we could go take a nap. that happened a couple of times. You know, just you're at your own leisure to do whatever kind of crafty stuff that you want to do. So absolutely love going. And what better kind of a stitching retreat can we do in COVID besides a retreat of our own where we're the only 4 people there. So it was awesome. So I got so much stitching done because of that. So I last week I'd mentioned that I had time off work. So I have been off since the 23rd, and I do have to go back to work on Monday. Boo. But I mean, hey, it's been a wonderful time off. So because of that little stitching retreat, I got a lot done. So the first day that we went, I had a start and a finish all on the same day. So that was fun. So the first thing that I'm going to show, we'll go ahead and dive into it, is out of this Kooler Design Studio book, 80 cross stitch, 80 plus cross stitch kind thoughts. I absolutely love this booklet. There's so many cute little things out of here that I want to do. I actually have already stitched this one right here. It's a little woman sitting in a bed, and it says, "Book lovers never go to bed alone." Perfect. I've got it hanging, oops, sorry for the glare. I've got it hanging on my desk at work if I ever get to go back to the office. So it's just all these cute little pieces. Just 8 or 10 colors maybe, just all these really super cute little pieces. And so the one that I stitched is Scattered Joy. Called for colors. I think I did have to sub out one of the yellows just because I didn't have it. So I just chose a similar yellow or whatever. It does have the pattern calls for Emerson to be done here. Ralph Waldo Emerson must have said this, but I left the name off. I plan to put this in my little stitching journal. And so this was exactly what I was looking for. I pulled out a couple of booklets the night before we were going to the retreat, and I wanted something bright colors and fun. I had I've got some booklets. Stitch is enjoying her water fountain. But I've got some Care Bear and Looney Tunes booklets back from like the 80s or 90s that I was wanting to do something out of there. Nothing was really drawing me. So I found this little booklet. And like I said, these were the colors I was looking for. Something just bright and cheery. And so yeah, I started it when I first got to the retreat. I was stitching before 11 o'clock a.m., I'd say. And I finished it late that evening, so it might have taken me 12 hours, just off and on, stitching, stopping for meals, and maybe I took a break and took a nap. I don't remember. But yeah, so it's really fun. I do see that I've got a little bit of a hoop mark there, so, but because I'm putting it in my journal, I'm probably going to cut it pretty close, so it won't be a big issue. So yeah, that was so fun. And I'm really wanting to do more of these little things like that and put in my stitching journal. And so finish number 2 was hot off the hoop yesterday. Well, Q-snap, I guess. So started off the year right with a finish. So I didn't do any kind of a new year, new start. Just wasn't really settling on anything. Didn't really have the supplies for something that I really wanted to start. So no big deal. But I did get a finish. So BendyStitchyDesigns Crowned Winter. This was from the Forbidden Fiber Company's Advent Box, Crowned Winter Advent Box. And a portion of the pattern and a thread color was released on the even days. And yeah, a piece of a color of the thread and a piece of the pattern. And so I didn't stick up with it stitching along with as the pattern was being released, but really not a hard stitch. Didn't take me all that long. I did all of the purple of the house in one night, just stitching and watching Flosstube or Hulu or something. And so yesterday I picked this up. I was doing it for a Semi-Sane Stitcher Facebook group has a year-long challenge for these national, I think it just says take a hike, something. It's a challenge running the entire year, and one of the parks was 450 stitches, and I ended up finishing this piece in just over 500 stitches. So what I had left, it's like, well, might as well just keep on stitching after I got that, and I got it finished. So this is stitched on a piece of 14 count Aida, dyed by Forbidden Fiber Company. And the name of the material is Winter Sparrow. And here's my finish. So yesterday I stitched the blue crown, I finished up the butterfly, did the squirrel and all of the words, and then I had to fill in the yellow in the windows. So yeah, this has been such a fun one. A couple nights ago, I don't remember if it was maybe after getting back home from the little stitching retreat, I picked this up and I did the, finished out the couple, did the deer, that crown, did all of the berries. So it really was not a hard stitch and I loved it. So I'm gonna have to try to find the perfect frame. This blank wall here, I do want to make a, like a stitching collage. I have some Save the Stitches pieces that my mom actually was ready to get rid of, but I had to save them. If you've been with me, all along, you would have seen early on they were the Disney, right? Not Disney, Mickey Mouse. So yeah, get Disney. There was Mickey Mouse, Pluto. No, not Pluto. Maybe Dumbo. I don't remember. So they're framed, and I want to get them hung up there along with some of my other stuff. So that's going to be my mission, but I've got some things that I want to find frames for and stuff too. So, go ahead and dive right into our whips. So I'm just going to show a couple today. So again, at the stitching retreat, I decided to pick this piece up. I took 3 or 4 pieces with me just because I didn't know what I would want to stitch on. So I was bouncing around a little bit while we were there. And so the next one is Boo Friends. If you've been with me, you've been seeing it. And artwork is by Diane Arthurs and Imaginating. Absolutely love this company. And so yeah, I started working on some of the back stitching, and so and then get some of the fence done here. And I'm loving how this is looking with back stitching coming along. It's just bringing it to life. So yeah. So when you saw it last, this cat was already starting to be back stitched. So I finished out the face. He didn't have the full mouth and nose and all of that kind of stuff. So I did finish the back stitching there, and then did all of this back stitching, even got the bat completely back stitched, got the sign done. Tricks and treats. Funny thing is as I was stitching this, I didn't even realize it. Went to go show my sister, you know, how it was looking after getting back stitching in, and I had missed the R on tricks. Just completely skipped over it in the pattern, and so I had to go back in and just add it in. The space was there for it. The way I think I was following the thread, just without skipping a bunch of little places, just completely skipped over it. So, but then got this little border part put into as well, and then really added a lot of this brown for the fence. So, yeah, I'm just loving how this one's coming along. My hair is just all over the place today. This one is stitched on a piece of 16 count white Aida. The little Scattered Joy was on a piece of also just 16 count. Just had a scrap that I had cut off of something else before, and it was perfect size for it. And so for my next whip, I completely forgot about getting the picture up because it's digital. Sorry. There we go. Shooting Star, Carolyn Manning Designs. Oops. My patio is straight ahead, and so it's I don't want to say it's sunny, but it's bright out. We got a good bit of snow overnight last night, and so it's reflecting off of the snow. So it's kind of bright. But yeah, I'm loving this. I did get one page finished and working away on another. I think I sat and worked on this, and I got like 1,200 stitches done one day at the retreat. Behind it. And there we go. Have not yet moved the Q-snap, so I don't even remember now where page 1 was at, and so I really just added a lot here. This is such an easy piece to just be able to go in and add. I know I've said it before, but one of these little diamond colors is 41 stitches, so it doesn't take much to be able to get quite a bit of floss put in, I guess. A lot of stitches. So yeah, working my way. So this is going to be my focus piece for Full Coverage Fanatics. They have a challenge to stitch 21,000 stitches in 2021, and this piece has like 27,000 stitches remaining on it, so that'll definitely see me really close to a finish. Also using it for some other challenges and whatnot for semi-seiing and all that good stuff. So that's all the whips that I have to show. The rest of it's going to be some Stitchy Kindness Christmas gifts, all that good stuff. So if anybody, or if you've been watching Pam Stitching in the Land of Good Enough, love her channel. She's awesome. Got a Christmas card from her. She was doing a and she was doing Flosstube and Flossmas videos for December, and so each day if you commented on her page, she put you in a drawing to win a Prairie Schooler, and so I ended up winning one day. Got this adorable little Santa. I'll have to stitch him up and maybe actually finish it into an ornament for my tree. I don't have very many stitched pieces on my tree. As much as I've stitched, I haven't, and I've stitched a bunch of ornaments, but I seem to have given them all away. So, something else I forgot to look up. So the Christmas gift that I received, this is an FFO, but again, I didn't do the stitching. My sister stitched it for me, and the name of the piece is Snowflakes or Kisses, again by Diane Arthurs. So complete surprise, had no clue. So yeah, and she even got it framed. So she stitched this for my mom and her mother-in-law as well, and she changed out the colors of his scarf and hat to fit us. So I got Green Bay Packer colors, and Marty, her mother-in-law, got blue and orange for Detroit Tigers, and my mom got pink and orange just because she likes the combination. So you can see I didn't take a full picture of the pattern. I wanted to have the details to be able to show you what pattern it is. You can tell that it's this pale blue and pink, not pink, yellow. And so she went through the colors and she was able to find the perfect matches for Green Bay colors. So I love it. So I think I'm going to have to put this on my wall and leave it up year round. I don't care if it's just a winter. So, and it says Snowflakes are Kisses from Heaven. So adorable, adorable piece. She had stitched this for herself a couple years ago. And then she's now decided to stitch it for herself again, switching up the colors to fit her. So very cool. Fun little piece to stitch, I'm sure. So again, it's Diane Arthurs. I like her artwork. And so some more stitchy gifts that I got. My girlfriend Crystal, hi Crystal, bought me a couple of kits that she found on Etsy. She's not a stitcher, but she sure knows how to pick stuff. This is from Rogue Stitchery, and it's called Another Book Opens. When one book closes, another one opens. Definitely. So it's a kit for to make a bookmark. So I don't want to show the pattern, but so there's perfect little aida. It's even like edged. It comes even with needle, floss, all that good stuff. So very cute. And then again, another pattern I don't want to show. This one is again from Rogue Stitchery, a book a day. A book a day keeps reality away. Ain't that the truth? So very cute colors. Again, all of the floss, needle, everything coming ready to make it into a bookmark. So I'll have to make those up pretty soon. And so then another stitchy gift that I received. This was such a surprise. I love it. So Marty is big into the digital scrapbooking stuff. She works with Heritage Makers, I think it's called. Heritage something or other. And so she has made a calendar. And one day she was wanting pictures of my finished pieces, stuff that I had finished stitching. And she kind of gave me an excuse about wanting to make up a Facebook group or something. I don't think that's actually going to happen. But in turn, she wanted to use it to make me a calendar. So she used, of course, my beloved eagles. You know, I so miss stitch work, stitching on these guys. This retreat that I go to the last few years, this has been such a focus piece that I have taken. I remember, it would have been 2018. I remember stitching this big, beak at one of those retreats. So, I mean, this has been a focus piece that I've taken there. So it was so weird not having it to stitch on. But then she used pictures from my Liberty of the Flag, Lady of the Flag. Zoomed in on you so you can see the sparkle and everything. So really cool. And so I know this was from a Just Cross Stitch magazine. I don't remember the name of it. A couple of my recent finishes this year. Those are a couple of the Be Well and Stitch. I love this one. After all is said and done, more is said than done, except Mandy. This one was another imaginating piece. Messy Desk is the name of it. I loved stitching this. A Ship's Manor. Gossamer threads. This was in one of the Just Cross Stitch, not Just Cross Stitch, Cross Stitch and Needlework. But he does sell it on his Instagram page. Not Instagram. Etsy. Oh, I love this piece. I cannot wait to get it framed. I'm going to try to make it a mission this year to actually get done. It's from a designer that is no longer making patterns. I'll show it to you guys one of these days. And that's a picture of me and my sister. Another Imaginating, Just Another Day in Paradise. That was such a fun stitch. I need to get that framed. And July, perfect. Got both my patriotic pieces. And my birthday is in July, so this is very fitting for me. And my little black cat. Love this. This was an Etsy piece that I had done. And then Ardith Designs Compassion Mantra. And then Sue Hillis designed Cluttered Kitchen and my dragonfly in. And I love the background stuff that she did and the little touches. And then October is perfect Halloween pieces. Both of these are Stony Creek. The saying up at the top is "Voices whisper in the trees, tonight is Halloween." A quote by Dexter Cosum. I did not actually stitch this piece. This was done by another stitchy friend, Sandy. It was a kit that I had actually given to her, but she had taken some pictures of all of our finishes one day. So, but again, I didn't stitch that one, but it's perfect for November. And then Michelle Bendy's Snowbird, my Falling Leaves. I just recently stitched that, and then that's my mom, my nephew, and brother-in-law, my sister. And then my girlfriend Crystal, the same one that gave me the book bag. So yeah, very, very special gift, and I can't wait to get it put up on my wall now. And so I got some awesome stitching patterns. Let's see, these are from the list. So what was that? So the rest of these patterns are all from my mom. That one was not. So she went through, I've got an everything cross stitch wish list, so she went through that and got me some from those. This is number 10 in the Cottage Garden sampling series, Sing for Joy. I love that whole series. And then Sula's Designs Keepsakes Book 1. So my plan is to actually, I want to stitch them all as one piece. There's 3 booklets out of this, I believe, and so I when I first saw this, and I saw it stitched all as one piece, my intention was to stitch it all as one. So Sue Hillis Keepsakes. And we've got a Tiny Modernist Day of the Dead trio. Love this. Can't wait to stitch these. I'm gonna need to find some get some black material because I really don't have any black anymore. And then this one has been in my wish list for quite a while. I really didn't even remember putting it in. I knew it's been there for a while. I don't remember when I put it in then. But it's a Stony Creek collection, Stitching in Paradise. So all kinds of fun, beachy. It'd be fun to do just another day in paradise piece after I've already stitched one. But I like this one too. But these are my fancy shoes. dress shoes. And the parrot, forget the cracker, Polly wants a cocktail. So, cute pieces. No plans on stitching any of these anytime soon. At some point, I'm sure. Another Sue Hillis. This is a post stitches. Candy canes for 5 cents. And there is even the little candy cane charm to add to it. And then the rest of these were just, there's just 3 more. These were ones that Mom had found online and got them for me. She actually sent me a picture of this one, the link for it one day, and I just laughed, and I loved it and had to have it. So it's a Amy Brukin Designs. I don't self-medicate with cross stitch. I have a prescription. The sales girl called it a receipt. Whatever. I'm gonna have to stitch this one soon. I love it. So it, you can stitch it all as one piece, or then it gives instructions on how to do the smaller pillow too. And I had not seen this one before, but it'll be a fun, quick little stitch. The Heart and Home Collection Cross Stitch Fever. Warning, cross stitch fever, no cure. And I see this being done in like a pretty pink and purple or something like that. So this would be a perfect piece to use my color and cottons and get some really pretty colors out of that one. And then the last one is Pomegranate Lace in Blackwork. It is a Works by ABC. It is my first Arlene Cohen. Get it there without the glare. But it is all blackwork. So very pretty. Not sure when I'll stitch it, but maybe one of my good color and cotton fabric of the month will be perfect for that. I don't know. We'll see. So that's about it for me this week. I've just been stitching and enjoying my time off work. Like I said, I go back to work on Monday. But back to work means crawling from the bed to the living room where I have my computer set up. So we did get snow overnight. I can see that my truck is covered in snow, so if I decide I want to go anywhere, that's going to take a good scraping off. But perfect day to just stay inside and stitch, right? I am wanting to get back to that CSI. I love that show, and I used to watch it back when I got DVDs from Netflix, back before streaming was a thing. So, and I never did finish this series, so I want to get back to watching that. So stitching, I think I'm actually gonna dive into, I think, Shooting Star. Get a dive onto that 21 and 21 stitching and see how I can do with that. So yeah, I'm just gonna get back to stitching. I hope everyone has a great stitching week. I hope you have had a safe and merry holidays, and we'll see you guys again next week. Keep stitching, stay safe, take care.